I've been doing this work since I was born. I went to primary school, I found them doing it. I went to secondary school, found them doing it. I went to the university. And if you look at the history of the cartoonists, what they do is, the cartoonists, their work is to look at what is happening, the environment in the country, and out of that craft something which actually depicts what is happening in the country. So when my friend says the cartoon is like you guys, you are not far from the truth. This is what is happening in Kenya. We saw it last week. We continue seeing it. And I was just looking at my dictionary, what is the meaning of a sycophant. And it says, there are so many words, but I just want to pick one which is very interesting. Gross flattery. Mm-hmm. And somebody who flatters you openly and grossly. And this is what we are saying. If I were the president, I'll tell him that some of these characters, sorry, I'm intelligent enough to understand you're not saying the truth. Mm-hmm. So can you stop it? Get to a level where his intelligence is, that you can tell me I'm doing well, I'm doing bad, but at the end of the day, don't overdo it. Because when you overdo it, then Kenyans will not understand. Because what Kenyans are seeing, they are seeing a president who's been flattered as he sits there, and when he wakes up, he can't comment. Mm-hmm. That's what the dictionary says, the meaning of a sycophant is somebody who flatters you. And by doing that, and they even word the word gross flattery. So I'm asking myself, does it mean then that the president cannot pick it and say, I'm being flattered here, mm-hmm. and when I stand up, because he is always the last to speak, I need to tone down this.
Some of this.
So we're just saying, Sosioni, you know, the first mistake is not always a mistake. What is the problem is to repeat a mistake. This is not sending the right signals to what is happening to your governance structure. Right. So can you whisper to your president?
Allow us to move on to the next highlight. Probably.
No, before you go to the next highlight,
because we are very
allow me to
whisper that this will be toned down.
Okay.
Let us not try and create an impression that in presidential podiums, when he visits the people, the statements that are made by the different leaders is what guides the president. Far from it. The president has an agenda himself, and he knows what he's doing. He's focused, and is focused on the delivery of the main pillars and transformative agenda of the country. And that is the president. So the comments made by people are general political comments, and that does not necessarily guide the country. Those
right.
are, that is the pleasure of the free speech,
okay.
The courtesy of the Constitution. And therefore, let us stick to what the president is doing for the country, the agenda of the president for the country. I think that is what is country.
Gazeti la Taifa Leo, habari kuu kwenye ukurasa wa mbele inazungumzia biashara ya vyama vya kisiasa ya noga, na msajili wa vyama vya kisiasa Andy Ruto anasema afisi yake imepokea maombi ya kusajili vyama 30 additional. This is 3 years to the general election. There's no election this year. We're already seeing what's happening with the parties that we have currently, with the UDA party being said to have merged or swallowed another party. ODM suffering a serious identity crisis right now that's playing out in public. Other parties like the DP, Democratic Party, not knowing whether they'll stay in Kenya Kwanza or not. Now we are seeing 30 new parties, probably targeting the political parties fund,
yes, or
probably to benefit from other politicians who may want tickets come 2027. But the question is, we've seen the conduct of these parties all along, and they don't seem to serve us any purpose beyond as vehicles for elections. Look at across the border in Uganda, in Tanzania, they just Chadema and Chama cha Mapinduzi, and those are the parties, and they've remained like that for so many years. What is so different in Kenya? Why should we have the need for 30 new parties right now?
I think we have said in an ideal situation, it would be better if Kenya would have just a maximum of 4 parties, so that